Well, I never thought that I was going to say this, but finally, in one game, the 49ers they have the upper hand regarding the injuries. I this is unfortunately, this has been terrible year for the Chargers regarding injuries. Joey Bosa, J.C. Jackson, Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, and so on, so on, so on. There's been, probably there is not a team that has at least four of their most impactful players most of the season out. This has been terrible for the Chargers. Now, we have our share of injuries, we know, and not only this season, but this is coming from several seasons ago. For this game, we are not going to have Armstead, which is absolutely bummer. Obviously, Kinlo is not going to come back from the IR. And now, Samson Ebukam, he's doubtful for this game against the Chargers. Now, in the case of Ebukam, he's a wonderful player. He's been playing absolutely great for us this season. But we have other young players behind him that I'm pretty sure that they are going to step up, play good, and they're going to have a very solid contribution against the Chargers. And we are talking about Drake Jackson, Charles O'Manihew, that they are going to be available and ready to go. Probably that we can add to that rotation a player like Kerry Hyder that he can play inside and outside. But again, very important that this time we are going to go against a team that has more injuries than us. We are going to have our linebackers fully healthy. So that means that Greenlaw and Aziz Al-Chair, they're coming back along with Fred Warner. So our linebacker corps is going to be ready and healthy for this game against the Chargers. Unfortunately, in the secondary, we suffer another loss. And this goes to Jason Verrett. I feel so bad for him. He's such a good player. When he's fully healthy, you are talking about Pro Bowl, All Pro type of player. But it's been impossible for him to be healthy. We saw he played one full season for the 49ers, and he was very good. He was very good. He came back to that Pro Bowl type of playing in just one season. So that we know that he's very good. Unfortunately, he tore his Achilles again. Now he's been, two Achilles and two ACLs. That is devastating. Devastating. I feel so bad for Beret. And on the other hand, we still don't have our defensive tackles healthy, Armstead and Kinlo. And they start now talking about the 49ers that probably Kinlo is not going to come back for week 11 after this game against the Chargers. And it might be that Armstead is going to take a couple of weeks more to get fully healthy. So even though we are getting healthy in other positions, we know that our defensive line, it is the heart, it is the core of this team. And two of our most important players, they are not available, including now adding Evka. In the age, probably we don't have so many problems, knowing that we have very good players in the rotation. But again, Armstead and Kilo it hurts not to have them in the field. Unfortunately, we are not going to have the Bosa matchup, Joey Bosa against Nick Bosa. Joey, we know that he's in the ER right now, and probably he's weeks from coming back. But again, for super important players for the Chargers, they are not going to play this game. Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, that is their starting wide receivers, Joey Bosa and JC Jackson. Now, we cannot sleep on the Chargers. They still have Khalil Mack, amazing player that it will mitigate that the loss of Joey Bosa. But imagine to go against that pair of eight rushers, Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack. Probably they're, arguably one of the best tandems that you can face in the NFL. Talking about defensive ends. And wide receivers, Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. Probably, again, top 10, arguably top 10 wide receiver tandem in the NFL. So they still have an excellent running back in Austin Eckler. So we cannot sleep on the fact that the Chargers, they have a lot of injuries, and we have the upper hand in that, at least in that phase of the game. We don't have to overlook this. For me, it is a game like, it feels like a game like the Atlanta Falcons. The many people, they were giving the 49ers a one touchdown difference in the odds. And it felt like a horror movie. We didn't perform good. And for some part, we were winning the game, but at the end, we couldn't hold to the game. We couldn't finish the game. Justin Herbert is way much better than Marcus Mariota. There's no doubt about it. And they have still very good weapons in the offense side of the ball. It's been this offense. Now, this is very important to mention. This offense of the Chargers, it's been very disappointing so far this season. What they are just throwing screen passes, 3, 4, 5 yards passes, and then they are doing they're letting the players to go after the yards after the catch. That seems similar to what we are used to the 49ers. Nonetheless, is way less effective on the Chargers than what it is on the 49ers. So don't sleep on the Chargers. Even if they have a lot of injuries, they're still a good team. And we are coming from a bye week. And it seems like the 49ers, they always play bad against bad teams. It seems like they motivate against good teams, but against bad teams, they overlooked these teams. So, don't overlooking this Chargers team. We are coming after a bye week. In the last 5 years, we are 3-2, 3 losses and 2 wins. And the 2 wins, one comes against the Rams, which you might say it doesn't count because we won the 7 past games against the Rams. And the other one was against Cleveland Brown team that it was very bad. So against mid-tired teams after the week, the 49ers are not at their best. So hopefully this year we are going to even the numbers on wins and losses after a bye week and go out there and perform, like we should. And we have our complete offense healthy. So there is no excuses anymore about our offense having injuries. There is no excuses for Kyle Shanahan on calling the plays because now he has the running back that he wants, probably not the quarterback, but the rest of the team. He picked it, he drafted, he's coaching it, and he's calling the plays. There is no more excuses. If the 49ers then lost this game due to the offense, this is going to be one of those situations where Kyle Shanahan is going to be questioned even more about how good he is as a coach, as a head coach. So let me know what you think. Comment down below. Don't overlook this game against the Chargers. Hoping it doesn't transform into the Atlanta game. And go Niners. Comment down below. Subscribe. And like always, see you in the next one.